Everybody, and welcome to week 22 Journaling with Intention with me, Amy Hill from Amy Hill Creates. And thank you guys so much for being here. So we have Melly, good evening, and Anne. Thank you guys for tuning in. I have a little bit of a special thing going on today, and there's kind of two things that I'd like to talk about today. So one is kind of like the week, like what I'm going to be focusing on this week. And then also I got a chance to play with the new Amy Tangerine for Altenew release. So if you guys have any questions on that, I can answer those. I have some new inks and I have a couple of other things that are new that I'm going to try and incorporate into what we're doing today. So today in the United States, we have Father's Day. So I hope that that is a good day for you and that you are also giving yourself a little bit of time to, craft or just kind of celebrate the things that you've done and what you are kind of thinking forward to this next week that is coming up. And one of the things I was thinking about for me was really about transitions. And so when transitions come up, they're always a little bit difficult. I don't always know exactly what to do. And sometimes I get a little lost. And that's where the journaling can come into play, because this can be something that's really positive, where you can think about how you are, how it is that, you are thinking about what's coming up. Sometimes we get kind of wrapped up in anxiety and we just kind of get frozen and not sure what to do. And Anne, I love that. I switched what to be done to what I have accomplished during the week, which is a great way to think about it, Anne, because you're going to do what you can get done. For me this week, I had a lot of demands on my time. And so for all of my trackers, it's just not a lot's there. And that's okay. I'm all right with that. But it also gave me pause to think about what was coming up this next week, to say, how can I get back to, now that I may have less demands on my time, how can I get back to kind of doing the things that I want to do? Hey, Nancy, I hope you're doing great. Hi, Tina. And today we are talking about transitions, and we're talking about sometimes with those transitions that there comes a little bit of anxiety, and how can we kind of manage that? And I also have some fun things that I have that Amy Tangerine for Altenew collection. So if you guys are interested in taking a look at any of those products, let me know. I'm going to use some of them today, and I want to use them in a way that is going to work with what I'm journaling. And hey, how you doing there, Phyllis? Nice to see you. Yeah, exactly, Anne. You just like you have that list and you're just not getting the list done, but thinking about what you are doing. And again, focusing on just those couple of tiny small things, I think helps you to get through that list. Consistency is the key. That's really important with really trying to accomplish any task. All right, let me head down to my surface, and I'm going to get set up for the week. And so this is what I have, and I apologize for that shine. So I have the Amy Tangerine collection, and if you look on my YouTube channel, I actually have a video where I made a card, and I actually created 3 cards from this, but today I'm going to focus on the journaling piece with these. And because I think that, that's what this channel is about journaling and taking account and thinking about what you have and how you can work it. I kind of like these because, or at least I got these sets because of the sentiments. And it's just nice that you can have these. So for me, who I like to, keep track of my moods and things like that. So as I kind of journal every night, it's a nice way to kind of add these in for yourself. So these are kind of things that you could do for yourself. So that was a Fresh Start collection. And that goes with this stamp set. And this stamp set has like a lot of these little doodads in it, which is kind of cute. And then there's this Hug Life set. I thought this was cute. So this one is just these nice bright flowers, but then the sentiments again, I think are really cute. And thinking again about in that journaling every night, because it's a good idea to kind of take stock every day to say, okay, how did I do? What do I want to, move on? And then I thought this was neat. Not that I need another rainbow stencil, but I like this one because it's kind of a drawn rainbow stencil. And it also pairs up with these stamps. So you can put of some details in there, especially with like embossing. Looks really nice. So that one is here as well. And then this one is cute because, again, it's got some nice little sentiments that would be great for journaling. So I thought that was great too. Hey, Nisa, thank you for joining us. And I'm so glad you guys are here today. So thank you so much. And Nancy, so glad you guys are here. Thank you. It was nice to see you all yesterday as well. So today I'm going to incorporate these products, and I'm going to set up my page, my weekly page. I'm not actually going to do that with you. I think I want to focus on something else, but I'm going to set that weekly page up just like I have been doing. And just to give you guys a recap, so we have been, this is week 22. If I just can't even believe it that we are at week 22. And if you're just joining us and just found us, thank you so much for being here. The focus is really about thinking about intentions, that these are the things I'd like to do. And if I get them done, that's great. And if I don't, that's okay. I'm going to think about why didn't I get them done? And then what do I need to change in order to get them done? And so we talk about monthly intentions, and then how can we track those in order for that to actually go. So I know that's right, Nancy, can't get rid of you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So for me, so this was our June page, and we set up our weekly trackers, and I started moving to kind of keeping track of things that I was doing. So I have this little activity tracker that's color coded, and I have places to keep my flowers and my vegetable garden, and that's what I'm going to do on this page. So I'm going to just kind of recreate that and put that right over here. And then this page is actually what I'm going to be focusing on today. And I wanted to do a couple of things, and I've been playing around with this list of lists. And in May, we had our sights and sounds of May, which was right here. And this was really nice because I was able to keep track of some different things, and I had some pictures, but I wanted to do this a little bit more formally. And then we also had our lists of lists. That's my recipe tracker. And oh, here's my list of lists. So lists of lists was kind of nice because it just was things that I needed to keep track of. And so this is just a little bit of a list page. So I'm going to kind of take the idea between a list of lists and the May tracker, and I'm going to put it onto this page. And these are really going to be what I'm thinking about for my summer. I usually start, because for me, being a teacher, I kind of have all these starts and stops in throughout my year. And this is one of them where I am really thinking about, okay, what are the things that I want to get done for the summer? What do I have to do? Where are there places that I want to go and things like that? So that's where I want to start this. So I'm going to title this one Sights and Sounds of Summer. So I'm going to grab my marker, and I need like a nice bright color. So I think I'm going to use orange with the yellow. So I like to I'm just going to go ahead and just write this up. I could stamp it out, but I'm just going to go ahead and write it. Summer tracker. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tina. It's like, you know, I go places, I travel, I go on vacation. And it's always good because even if I have the ideas and I don't necessarily get a chance to do these things, now I have a list. So I can say, hey, this is where I want to head to. That's kind of my next thing. All right, I'm just going to grab my ruler. Again, trying to keep this very bright. So I want my vibe to be very bright here. And I forgot to get my washi tape again, but that's okay. All right, sights and sounds of summer. So let me know, what are you guys, are you guys planning anything this summer? Anything that you're doing? Anything at all? Hey, Leslie. Hey, Tracy. Oh, good. I hope you had a great time. And so we're talking sights and sounds of summer. So things it is that you are traveling or that you want to make sure that you hit. I have a tendency that when I don't have a routine, I go a little off the rails. And so this just gives me an idea of, okay, these are the things that I want to make sure that I do. What is it that I need, et cetera, et cetera. So that's all that I'm doing here. Just using a little bit of my markers just to add a little color. And so we were talking the Amy Tan collection, and I just thought this would be very fun to add in with this. Okay, just a little bit of colors. Now, what's cute with this is there are little things like these birds. There's these little doodads and things like that. We have flowers, and we also have hearts and other pieces. So I'm actually going to decorate this once I get it done. I'm going to decorate it with the stamps that I have over here on the side. Oh, that's so nice. Toulouse. I didn't know that. And working on improving health. And you made a card tracker. Oh my gosh, Nisa, how did that go? Did that help you to get those cards set out, the card tracker? Thanks so much. Lake Tahoe in Syracuse. Are we going to be seeing you there? Leslie, I will be there too. So excited. So excited for my summer. All right. So one of the things that I really thought was kind of cool is normally I kind of box things or I put lines and stuff. And what I was actually thinking, which would be cool, is to use this rainbow stencil as a divider. And I know you're like, I have no idea what the heck you are talking about with that, but let me explain. So when you think about this rainbow stencil, we kind of think about it this way, right? But I'm going to turn this, and if I abut them together, that makes sense. I just created an oval, if that makes sense. And this, I can now use this in order to write things. So when I think about my sights and sounds of summer, well, what are they? So what are the things that I'm going to be doing? So let me just grab a little piece of scrap paper that I have over on the side, just to help me organize myself. And so when I think about the summer, there's things that I want to do. So I kind of want to travel, right? I want to go and I want to visit something. And it might be people, or it might be an event, or it might be something. And then I also kind of think about places that, like events that I want to do, like, oh, I really want to make sure that I'm walking, or I really want to make sure that I'm like my recipes, or I want to try a barbecue, or there's a restaurant. And so it's kind of my, I'm going to call this one events. And then, or my try it list. Let's try that. Try it list. So this is my travel list. This is my try it list. And then there's my routine list. What are the things that I need to do almost all the time? Things like that. And then you may add on here something like holidays. I see that in there, fireworks. It might be like birthdays, birthday parties, or different parties that you're going to, whatever it happens to be. So that's what you want to think about yet. No, I have not yet, Tracy. I haven't tried any recipes yet because I haven't been cooking. But that's something that's on my list to do. It's on my try it list. All right, you're in. That's so good, Tracy. I hope this tracking is really helping the 3 behaviors that you're talking about. And I know that's really great for you to do all of these things. That's fabulous. And Juneteenth, yes, Juneteenth is coming up tomorrow. So, but these are the things that I'm going to do. So I'm going to kind of put this into 3 groupings. And my travel and visit list is probably going to be a little bit smaller. My try it list might be a little bit bigger. I kind of think of this as small, medium, and my routine list is going to be large. And then there's one more things of gotta do it. Summer's always the time when I have to do things like clean the closets or, you know, gardening or something like that, that they're just things that I got to do that's like house stuff. That's my got to do it list. So, ooh, that's great. I want to get from the house to the front porch this summer. Yes. Hey, you know what though? That's on your travel visit list. Think about that, Nisa. That's great. Getting there. All right, so I want to bring in some of the Amy Tan colors. So let me show you these. And whenever I get new ink colors, I always swatch them. And I really like these colors because they're very bright. And that's why I thought that they went well with my journal and they went well with summer because that's kind of was, this yellow and green. This tickled pink is really pretty. Lemonade stand is this really nice yellow. But then there's like some softer colors like that peachy keen and that silver lining and that berry cool. These three are very nice because they're just softer colors. In the card project that I did that's on my YouTube channel, I used these really, really bright colors, but because I watercolored them, it ended up toning them down. So feel free to see them. There's also this really pretty pigment, metallic, shiny ink. There you go. You can kind of see it a little bit, called Rose Gold. So pretty. So pretty. So this is, so all these colors. So I'm going to use some of these colors when I am using my rainbow piece. So I'm going to color coordinate them as to how it is that I want that to do. All right. So I'm going to use, like I told you guys on my list, I'm kind of thinking of like small, medium, and large. So I'm going to look at this as this is my smallest rainbow. This is my larger rainbow. So this is kind of a medium rainbow. And then I have my option of big rainbow and then gigantic rainbow. And like I said, I'm going to put these together. So let me show you what the heck I'm talking about. So I'm going to actually start with I'm going to start with lemonade stand. Actually, I'm going to go in rainbow order. I'm going to start with cherry sweet. So this is a really, really bright red. And let me just show you cherry sweet. So you can kind of see this red. It is red, red, red. And it's like an orangey red, but it's really nice. And the blue is so pretty. All right, so I'm going to take this and I am just going to go ahead and create a little border. And I always like stretching my supplies this way. So I know you think if it's a rainbow, it's on its side. What the heck? But this is actually what is going to create my little section that I'm going to be writing in. So now I'm going to take this on its side and maybe tilt this up just slightly. And here we go. Now I'm going to kind of create this little wonky section. All right. So now I have a place where I'm actually going to be writing these things in. So that was my cherry sweet. And so again, use those stencils, check it out in some different ways to see how that will work. All right, so let me grab my red. So this section, actually I'm going to grab a dark gray. This section is my travel list. So I'm just going to write really, really short in here is travel, visit, new places, new faces. Just thinking about all the words that go with travel. And I'm just writing them. It's very, very small, but it just gives you an idea as you're kind of going along. What are the things that relate to travel for you? Adventure. Fun. Give me some travel words, guys. Have new experiences, fun, adventure, travel, visit. Memories, bucket list. All right, so just again, just gives you a little bit of something, so it's a little different as you put it on in there. And I'm doing that in gray just to kind of, but I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so now I'm going to take my red, and this is going to be my travel visit section. All right, so I'm just going to write up here, travel. And these are like far away places, so it's not necessarily like I'm going to go down to the market or I'm heading out to the front door. Oh, sightseeing, that's a good one. New foods, people, journey, munchies. Things you're going to do, Leslie, that's a good idea. Nice quote would be good here too. If you had a quote, like to travel to see fun places, I'll leave a little space for a quote. All right, so places that I'm going to travel to. So I know I'm going to head over to Syracuse. New York. I know I'm going there. And then the other place I'm thinking of going to is to Lake George. And I'm going to leave some other little space there. But again, it just gives you a place. Now I can take these and create pages. I can go in a little bit more as I actually get to those spots. But this just gives me a list of kind of like the things that I'm going to be doing as I try along. All right. So my next one that I want to do is I want to go and do the try it page. And I want this to be a little bit bigger. So I think I'm actually going to use my medium guy here. So I'm just going to take this one. And the color I want to use, I think is, actually I want to use this one, Tickle Pink. You're going to love this, guys. Gorgeous, pretty color. All right. Ooh, that's a good one, Tracy. Every journey begins with a single step. That's a good quote. Looking for a quote that's like expand your horizons or something like that. I'm going to find it and I'll put it in there. But that would be a really cute way to have like a quote in there. All right. So now I have this. This is like in your face pink. It is awesome. This is like happy neon. So cool. This pink is crazy. You have to be mindful because it is bright. It is bright. Woo-hoo-hoo! Bright. All right, so you can see my my length has to stay the same. So all I have to do is just overlap my two pieces and then I'll fit it right in. And these are one of those, like this color is one of those things that you want to get off your stencil quickly because it will stain your stencil. So I'm going to take a second after I'm done with this and I'm going to go ahead. But you can see how cute it is. So you have that. Oh, that's a good one, Leslie. Ooh, I like that one. I might use that. Travel is the only thing that you buy that makes you richer. Ooh, I like that. So again, this is very bright, but I kind of like where this is going because that was my goal. All right, I'm taking a second to clean this off because this is crazy colors here. Oops. All right. And I know that Tickle Pink will just be kind of crazy in there. And yep, I knew it was going to happen. That's okay. Well loved. Well loved. All right. So now that I have this on there, so this section was going to be my try it section. So what are the things that I want to go? Are there places that I want to visit? What is it that I want to do? Yeah, I agree. The colors in the set are powerful. That's a good one. Ooh, take only memories, leave only footprints. That's a great one, Phyllis. Find your dream, adventure awaits. Oh, you guys are good. Good quotes. All right, so for this one, I'm going to take along those same ideas. So this one is my try it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just again, just to get kind of an idea of exactly what you're doing. I did not, Anne. I don't have a little bottle with alcohol. So after the live, I'll go over and try to see if I can try to find alcohol. But I'll get it off of there. It just takes me a second. I need a little bit more elbow grease to get it off. It's not that bad anyway. It's not so bad. It's okay. I'm all right with it. So just try it. You'll like it. New can be scary at first. Adventure, explore, this topic, Tracy, is things that I want to try. So it's like different restaurants or recipes, or like if I want to go hiking in different spots. That's what this topic is. So it's kind of like my try it phase. So the summer is like the time for me to, kind of veer off the beaten path, if you will. And that's really what this one is. Oh, so I'll put that one off. Veer off the beaten path. All right, so let me just show you guys what that looks like. So I have just try it, you'll like it. New can be scary at first. Adventure, explore, veer off the beaten path, and fun. New can be. So museums, things that you want to do, kind of all of these new things. Yes, absolutely. You can add in the people. So I could make a list that if I want to try this museum, but this is the person I'm going to contact to go with, or different recipes, I can kind of put them into this section. So for me, I don't know what I want to do yet. This is why I created this page, because this kind of helps me to plan my summer and the things that I want to do. I knew that. I'm not sure about this yet. So does anybody have anything that they're looking ahead to, that they're like, hey, this is where something that I really want to do, but I just haven't done it yet, or there's a new restaurant we haven't tried, or I want to go and see a Broadway show, or maybe I want to travel to New York and see a Broadway show. Whatever it happens to be, do you guys have something that you're thinking about trying that you want to do? Let me know. I don't know. Let's see. Definitely cooking. I think for me, that's a big one. One thing that I definitely wanted to do a little bit more of was canning. So I did a little canning last year, but I didn't. The 3 books in your nightstand. Me too, Tina. I would like to also go to Hawaii. Been there. It's gorgeous. Make sure that you do that. I think I want to also, I want to hike. That's one thing I want to do, is a little bit more. Like, I've just been walking in the woods, but I do want to actually try hiking. That's a little scary for me, but I think that's something I want to do, a little bit more hiking. And I think also riding my bike outside. This is new, a little scary, but this is newish for me. So I'm going to say riding my bike. So, but I'll keep thinking about that. So those are some things that I'm doing. I'm teaching that class on Wednesday. That was one of the things that's new. So those kinds of things. All right. So now that I have these two, so this is kind of like my try it. So let me put that here. So that's my try it grouping. Now I'm going to head over to this page. So this one is really on routine. And so for me, the way that my job is set up is it's very, very routine oriented. I have to get to work at a certain time. I have to be home by a certain time. We have activities. And then summertime, it just falls apart, completely falls apart. So I want to think about that routine. Now I have these both as wide, and this one I'm actually going to start to do this way. And I don't think I need too big of a size. So I think I'm going to use this. So if I do this one, then it will be right about here. Yeah, that will give me 2 here, and then I can do 1 on the bottom this way. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm feeling a little bit like this Easy Breezy would be a nice color to move into. So I'm going to grab that now. And my next one, yes, riding my bike on the trails. Yes. That, I don't know if I can do that yet. I've never been a mountain biker. But I definitely, we have the rails to trails on the bike paths. Yes, I can do that. Look at how pretty these colors are. They're just so nice and bright. That's what I kind of like about them. All right, so I don't need that much space. So see how I can kind of make this however big I want it to be just by moving these, so I can make it really long. I think I want to go about right. I want to go right about here. All right, so this section is my routine section. Yes, that's true, Tracy. That's another thing. I've got to put that on my routine, is making sure that I wake up and drink water right away, because that's something I do not do. Good call, Tracy. All right, and I'm just taking a second just to clean off my stencil in between, just because I might, I'm going to reuse these and I don't want to contaminate colors. All right, so this one is routine. So I'm going to add in that's color I want. So this is my section on routine. And so that's what I would do around here, is add in routine a little bit every day. Consistency, building habits, keep up the work, and progress. So again, just having those little things, I think those, oh no, these inks aren't in my links. Yes, Leslie, I'll put those in after I do the live. I have to go back in and clean everything up. This is, Leslie, this is part of the Amy Tangerine collection. So these inks are a little bit different. So they're, so I don't know if you can buy them individually, but the collection she has me get my paper again. It has 11 dye inks, and then it has 1 rose gold, which is a pigment ink, which is pretty. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to be stamping some of this stuff too in just a second. But that rose gold is just really pretty, and that's a little metallic-y shine with it. But these other ones, all these other 11, those are all dye inks. But I will put these in, Leslie, afterwards. Sorry about that. You can go and use the Altenew link, and then that will take you right to Altenew. And then you just search up Amy Tangerine inks, and they'll be right there. So I'm going to think about this first. So, but like Tracy had said, the first thing that I really need to do is I need to wake up and I need to drink a cup of water or tea. And I actually planted mint in my garden so I could go out and harvest some of those leaves and then put it into my tea, believe it or not. So, and those are just things like that. So what are you going to do? What time are you going to sleep? What are the routines that you're going to be keeping? You know, what are you going to be doing here? And that is what this section is all about, that routine. So what are you going to be doing as you move along? All right, I'm going to put right next to it, and I'm going to keep the same size, which is why I wanted to keep it. But these are things that, like, I'm going to have my little gotta do it list here. And these are things that I want to make sure that I'm doing. And then down on the bottom, I'm going to have my, like, hey, these are events. These are things that I need to remember and, like, think about and plan for. So, like, birthday parties, or if there's anniversaries, or if, you know, back to school, I got to do back to school shopping. And so that's what's going to be down on the bottom here. All right, so I'm going to use this same one, which is this second size of rainbow, and I'm going to use that for my next section. And I'm going to come down just a little bit, just so it's not exactly next to each other. And I think what I want to do on this one is I want to use Let Us Celebrate. Yes, after you wash the leaves. I'm going to use Let Us Celebrate. This one is a really pretty green. And I think it goes nicely with this one here. There's also Berry Cool. And Berry Cool is really pretty, but it's a little bit lighter. So that's why I'm going with the lettuce green, the Let Us Celebrate. So you can just kind of see how these two go together. Really, really nice. There's this pretty dark blue. It's called Ride the Wave. And then there's also this really nice purple called Be Grateful. And I don't know which one I want to do yet for my last little section. So I would love it if you guys kind of gave me a little vote. Do you think my last section should be blue or purple? What do you think? Yes, things like make cards for, dance silly every day. Yes, those are the things that would totally go in this list that I was thinking of, Tracy. So things I want to make sure I get done. So like catching up on my scrapbooking. I feel like I haven't done that, so I want to get those done. I bought a couple, like classes. I want to do some more coloring classes. I haven't really been working on that enough. And I also bought some like card making scrapbooking classes and have made none of the projects. And so that's also something that I want to get done, is that one. All right. I think the blues have it. Tracy both. I think the blues have it. So I'm going to go ahead with Ride the Wave and put that one in next. All right. Just taking a second to clean off my stencil. And I'm going to go with this same size. I'm going to keep it a little bit down here. So there we go. But just to keep that down, because I really like this. And these are kind of my events. No, do I want to do that? No, you know what? I don't. I think I'm going to go with this size. I'm going to go one size up. All right. So we're not there yet, though. All right. So for this one, This one is my kind of like, got to get it done. Got to do it list. Got to do it. So kind of words that we think about with, Tina, Tracy, and I all vote purple. Yes, holiday cards started, all of those kinds of things. What is your gotta do it? What are the things that you gotta do? And so this one really, to me, is a just do it, just to take it from Nike, but this is a just do it. Get it done. Do your job. That's a big one up here in Boston. Do your job. It's one of the slogans for the Patriots. Do your job. Just do it. Buckle down. What is that like? Plan. Make a plan. Work the plan. Make the plan. Work the plan. Do your best. Okay. And I kind of like that little writing in gray. It's nice because when I look at these lists, it's like, oh my gosh, like how can I kind of get this done? And these are like my gotta do it lists. So like I just said, here it is. The things that I want to make sure that I do is I have all these classes that I want to complete. So we have coloring class. I also have my scrapbooking class. And I want to start working on the kids' scrapbooks again. We need a major clothing purge. Oh my gosh, I hate doing it. But those are the things that I'm kind of thinking about, of like, just got to do it. I don't want to do it, but I just got to do it. So that was one of the things that I wanted to do. All right, so now I'm going to do my last section. And like I said, this kind of helps me because this is all kind of rattling around in my brain all the time. And so by getting it on this page, it just kind of helps me, because then I can be like, you know what? I'm just, I know what I need to do, and then I can sit there and make a plan. And I can even think about, as I move along each week, which one of these things am I going to be tackling? And then I can put that into my tracker. So, oh yeah, I just thought about one. I want to finish my card insides. I make a lot of outside cards, but then I got to like do the insides. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah. Grown-up stuff. Yes, absolutely. Grown-up stuff. All the stuff you don't want to do. Grown-up stuff. All right, so I see a little vote for purple and I see a little vote for blue. So we're going to do this both. All right, guys, we're doing both. Okay, so by the way, did you know that these can stack on top of their lids like that? I didn't until just now. All right, so here's the blue. So pretty. Look how bright this pretty blue is. Oh my gosh. Love it. And we're right here in this section of this book. So I'm just pulling my page down just to get it so it's here. Shows that I want to watch, movies I want to watch, because sometimes I don't see those either. That's all stuff like that. Okay. So this is kind of like my events section. Things I got to plan for. important dates. Oh, I did that in blue. I wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be purple. All right, we're going to have a little purple-blue battle here. I do have a purple. I was like, I don't think I have a purple brush. So I don't use it that often. I have one. This Be Grateful is really pretty. So I'm actually going to take this and I'm just going to go right off the edge just to add. So I'm kind of creating a new color. Looks kind of cool. Oops, except for right there. So you can see it's a little bit darker. So we're doing both here. And I'm okay with the top of the stencil not coming down because I'm not going all the way. Just kind of giving it a little shadow. Oh, yep. Important conversations with kids. Oh, yeah, Tracy. Aren't they nice? Oh, these colors are so fabulous. And sometimes you take a look at some of these colors and you might be like, oh my gosh, what the heck am I doing with this tangerine dream? It's so bright, or this tickled pink is neon. But when you actually do it with stenciling or with watercoloring, it softens it. It gives it a little bit of a different look, just to see what the heck is going on. So it's a really nice. Okay, so I did that. And this last one is events. I'll do it in purple for you guys. Okay, so this is events. And these are important dates. So there's things that I have to like be thinking about and planning for that are going to be happening in the summer. So I don't know what the heck to write around here. Maybe like don't forget. Plan. How about plan for the worst, expect the best? A best laid plan, right? Be prepared. Oh, that's a good one, Tracy. I'm putting that one in next. Be prepared. Get ready. Okay. So important dates kind of that I have to think about. One of the big ones is back to school. It's like, even though we just finished school, I still always think about school because we need to go shopping. We need to make sure we have clothes. The kids, I got to get the kids' physicals, all that kind of stuff. I have to make sure that they have their classes all set. They know what they're doing, where it's going. Do I have backpacks? Do I have pencils? All kinds of stuff. Never mind myself. So this is a big one. It's back to school. Ugh. All right. My nephew is having a graduation. I'm traveling. Just trying to think about other important dates. Oh, my anniversary. That's one I got to think about. Oh, I like that. Ready, set, go. I should have put that one in. All right, so these are kind of things. So this is kind of pretty because it's got a lot of colors in it and stuff like that. And I like having the other pieces. I'm actually going to grab my pens that I've been using. And I'm just going to start to use my ruler. And I just want to kind of box some of these things out. And then I'm going to use the colors, and I'm just going to stamp some of the doodads in here just to kind of decorate it a little bit. And this comes as like the fun part of your journal, you know? And then I find this process to be meditative, where I can actually do this, and then it really kind of helps me to process the things that are going to be going into these little blobs. And I'm just doing this to kind of get it so it's a little bit separate. Put it in. Yes, Saskia's birthday. Yes. All the things. Get the cards set, get everything ready, get it all done. All right, so let me show you some of these stamps and how I'm going to use them as we go along. Okay, so I'm just going to start on this page, but this is the same idea I'm going to bring forward. So one thing that I really like were these really neat rainbow elements, I guess they are. I think they're kind of cool. And I don't know if they're going to fit because I did all of the other little doodads. So let me see. But then I really also liked these just kind of like random little things that you can add in just to add a little bit more color and to add a little bit more spice into your set. Then there's also, and I think a fresh start is nice about this one, is to have some of these words stamped in the same color around. So I'm going to do both of those. So I like this set. So I'm going to use a lot of this fresh start because it has a lot of these little doodads in it, but it also has these really nice sentiments. So I'm going to add both of those in. But I'm going to start here with this. And this may be a big, huge fail. I don't know. We're going to try it and see how it goes. So this is one of the elements. That'd be kind of cool. Or I might just be doing extra stuff that I don't need to be doing. I'm going to try this one over here. So I'm going to grab the rose gold. And this is a pigment ink. So this ink pad is a little different. It's not the linen, like a little bit harder ink pad. It's a little foamy. So it's the foamy ink pad. All right, I'm just making sure this is really getting good contact. Oh, that's cute. All right, so let me go ahead and add that up. Looks like teeth, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't mind that. That's cute. All right, I think I'm not going to do it with the other ones. Just wanted to see what it looked like. And let me grab a couple of other little doodads. So I'm going to grab a fresh start and get some other doodads in here. And I'm just going to grab some stamp blocks, and I'm just going to put these on the different stamp blocks. I really like this little splat. I think this is kind of cool. And I'm just going to grab these little hearts. And I'm going to grab these little things. Okay, so I got a couple of doodads. Now I'm just going to come in and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to stamp around in the colors that we used. So the colors that we used, Easy Breezy, the Tickled Pink, and then Cherry Sweet. So I'm actually going to start out with Let Us Celebrate and see how this goes. And the purpose of this is just to add just a little bit of color, connect things, kind of thinking about space, spatial relations, kind of filling in some of the other pieces. Maybe a whole book. It does look like a dental x-ray, Nancy. I don't know. It's something different, I gotta say. Maybe once it's in there, though, there's not much you can do, you know. All right, let me grab... Here we go. Sometimes, like, I think when I first looked at these stamps, I'm like, what the heck do I do with that? But the fact that they just have a lot of little possibilities, I think is kind of neat because you can, again, you're just kind of filling in color in different locations. I'm trying to make it as random as possible. I tend to do everything linearly, so I'm trying to make this a little bit more on the random side. All right, let me grab that Ride the Wave. This way you guys will also be able to see that Be Grateful. All right, here comes Be Grateful. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this right up here. That's cute. That's a nice purple, though. All right, I really want to use this splat. Okay, and here's my little splat. Lisa, are you suggesting, what do you think? We should all send Saskia jelly beans or ice cream coupons at least for her birthday? I think that would be pretty cool. I think she'd like that. Little splat's cute. I love the little splat. All right, I'm going to add a couple more Cherry Sweet. Just do this little. All right. So again, just some little doodads just to kind of get it to get a little bit more color around. You can color these in. I just wanted to do a couple of things there. And then for this last bit, what I wanted to do is to take some of the words and I wanted to put those on stamp blocks. And things like pursue your passions. So like this is nice. And this is something that I will put near the try it, right? Because these are things that I'm interested in that I want to do. So I'm going to put that right near try it. This pink is just bright. Pursue your passions. What? Okay, close. And trying to clean it off real fast. That tickled pink. It's crazy. You can see how bright it is. I'm looking at the screen going, whoa, it's crazy. All right, and I also wanted to do something like it will be okay for the gotta do it. It's not something I'm interested, but I gotta do it. I don't have a choice. So, but it will be okay. Okay, let me grab a green. All right. Okay. So we're just about hitting our time. No, she's not here today. We're just hitting our time. So I just wanted to kind of point this out. And I know this took a little bit longer for us to get to, but this is a page that it makes me happy. It's something that I'm taking a look at. I can add more doodads. I can add more color. It's nice and bright. I'm organizing. And I'm kind of thinking about what are the things that I need to do. And then this is going to now inform my weekly planning. So when I think about my weekly planning, I'm like, all right, so I got to work on my got to do it list. I got to do these things, or I'm traveling this week. I know I have to go and travel. So what am I going to do when I'm there? How am I going to track everything? On my try it list, I can keep track of things like, okay, well, hey, I've been to different restaurants, or I've been to different ideas. When I have things coming up, I can be like, hey, what can I do there? So I'm going to be using these pages that I created as a place where I can inform my weekly tracking. And that's what I was kind of planning on for it. All right, so I just wanted to say thank you guys. I hope you like the new sets. It's a little bit, I think, I just really like it. They're just really a lot of fun. And it's just nice to have this space where I can kind of think about like, oh my gosh, I have to do all these things, or the routine that I need to have, and I can just put it all in one place and then think about it a little bit later for that. All right, I will see you guys next week for week 23 in Journaling with Intention. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all, and I will see you soon. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I hope that you track well.